Rock the South will be at another part of the state of Alabama. The Speedy and Greg will be there. They'll be interviewing Phil Robertson. Also, Charlie Daniels Band, Little Big Town, Colt Ford. Sara Evans, of course, who's hosting. Leonard Skinnard, to name a few, hitting a few high points. Go to rockthesouth.com for all the information. And the hostess with the mostest, hosting Rock the South, Sara Evans, joins us. Hey, Sara, how you doing?
Oh, good. Good morning.
How are you, Sara?
I'm good. I'm on a conference call with Phil Robertson.
Really?
And we're just going over some of his expectations.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
I don't know who came up with an idea that you would send two guys from this show to interview Phil Robertson on the stage at Rock the South.
That's what he said. I convinced him
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah.
that it's going to be fine.
Well, the good news is Phil holds back. He never tells people how he feels, so it should be fine.
Yeah,
Right.
it should be just fine.
He's known for his for his filter.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's very politically correct. It's going to go great.
You know, I doubt very many people leave a meeting with him going, I really don't know how he felt about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sara, let me ask you this. I know that this was is this year 2 or 3?
Yeah, this is year 2.
Year 2.
Uh-huh.
And I, how did this go? Some people may be getting introduced to this event for the first time. I know last year we covered it, and it was very successful, huge crowds. So how did this start? I mean, obviously, I remember interviewing you back when we first talked about this idea. This is kind of starting to become kind of a trend where artists will have a part of the world that I remember Charlie Daniels, and he is part of this one, which is interesting. I remember going to see Volunteer Jam when he used to host up near where he lived. He would bring in all these acts from all over, and you go to Tennessee and watch it. Is it in that same vein?
Yeah, I mean, Coleman is such a centrally located spot, and I think I saw a map of it the other day, but we had like 22, 26 states represented.
Wow.
At the festival last year, and the crowd is looking to be even bigger this year. We had over 30,000 people come through last year, and it was our first big year, and it's really exciting. I mean, it's definitely something that's not only a trend, but we want it to be something that goes on for years and years and years. And it's so fun.
Yeah, the outdoor festival has just been a music icon. So many historic and it's a different feel if you've never been to one. And of course, looking forecast wise, I don't want to jinx it. The forecast looks really good. So
Thanks, Rick, for jinxing.
Well, look, I've done outdoor events. You find yourself staring at that weather map
Real hard.
And
believe me, I mean, I tour and do outdoor festivals all the time, and it's there's just absolutely nothing you can do. It started raining, but we had great weather last year, and yes, we're going to have great weather this year. And Rock the South, as I just said, I've done festivals for years and years on the road, and have played some really nice ones and have played some really crappy ones.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Rock the South, I'm so proud of Jay and Shane Quick and the way that they've done it, and how like the VIP section is so nice, and it's got like all this white leather couches under these tents, and it's really, really high class. And like I said, I can say that I've seen pretty much every type of festival, and I just was blown away last year when I got there and saw what they had done. And again this year it's grown, substantially. So I can't wait. I go on Saturday at 5:30, which is the only thing that really matters about the whole weekend.
Well, I look and I notice you set yourself up. You're going to do your part right before Phil Robertson and Greg and Speedy hit the stage, followed by Billy Currington, and then of course Leonard Skinnard wraps it up. And I mean that's an interesting placement from the host artist.
Yeah, you wanted to get out of the way in case something bad happened with Phil. You can go, hey, look, I'm done.
I can leave. Yeah.
Well, the truth is, I wanted to get my set done before it starts raining.
Very smart. But I guess also with you being
not gonna rain, people.
Yeah,
not gonna rain.
But I guess with you being host, you have to give a ton off stage and make sure all the artists are happy and I guess communicate with them. So it's good for you to get your stage presence out of the way so you can do that.
Yeah, I do love doing that. I actually start at 5. I'm looking at the set. I start at 5, not 5:30.
I see 4:53.
4:53. That's when I start. You're exactly right.
On the dot.
They got this thing timed down.
They do try to time it down. You know one thing,
Well,
though.
and also I have to make dinner. We have 7 kids, so as soon as I'm done with my set, I'm gonna go, fire up the grill on the tour bus.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, you got to do wife and mama duties too,
That's
and
right.
all the singing gets in the way.
You know what? Actually, to be honest with you, we are moving today.
No,
what?
No.
We are moving.
The week of Rock the South? Have you lost your mind?
Yes, we're moving, but I think it's going to be fine. We've been packing forever, and the movers come today and tomorrow, and
Jay won't break your china or anything. Don't worry about it.
I got to call a timeout. Did you just say we think it will be fun?
fine.
Moving?
Fine. She's
I think
looking to
it'll
be
be fine.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. You didn't say fun, I know.
Oh my gosh, that's just our life. I mean, that is literally how we live all the time, 24/7, 365, craziness. But we wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, you've been there. Every single family listening to the show or watching on Heartland right now, we've all said this phrase. Once you finally get moved, I will never,
Ever, under any circumstance,
move again.
the next move will be to the cemetery.
Right.
I've heard that 1,000 times.
I'm kind of feeling that way with this house we're moving to. It's so beautiful, and we're just so excited. We've been married. We were married 6 years on Saturday. Saturday was our anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Yep.
Yeah, I got your card. Thank you. And so we've been in this house for 6 years, and it's been awesome. But as you know, we have 4 teenage boys and 3 girls that are not quite teenagers yet. But we're growing out of this place, so we needed a bigger space for our family.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have the room. And then, of course, when they
Or
all
a big barn.
Of course, you know what the only thing is, and we're kind of going to that point now, when they're all moving out, you look around and go, all right, too much house, got to get back down.
Got to go the other way.
Got to go the other way. So,
Well, we'll just make sure it's like 2 days before Rock the South. Next
That's
time
right.
we move.
you know what you have to do, get in the mode you start thinking about. I know it's kind of creepy to think about this now, but grandkids
Yes.
at some point.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
so you
think
Oh my gosh, I'm depressed now.
I know, but you got to think about the space, Sarah. I mean, you think, well, that's what we'll use it for when everybody comes back home.
Yeah.
Right.
And think about all the creative album names you can come up once you're a grandma.
Oh, yeah. Wow, what are y'all doing to
I'm
Sarah right
calling
now?
Phil and telling him not to come.
That's good. But look, man, you got a great lineup. Do you? Is this the great part about also being an artist and hosting it? You get to play the, hey, I need you on this. I need you. And I mean, you're able to. I mean, this is quite a lineup. You go to rockthesouth.com and see the lineup. Do you do that? Do y'all do the little? If you'll come to my thing, I'll come to your thing. Do y'all
Yeah,
do
but
that?
they'll call you back, won't they?
They
Yeah.
will.
Well, I just say if you'll come, you can meet Rick and Bubba, and they are there instantly.
Can I tell you that flattery gets you everything on this show? That's 2 more mentions right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I do. I mean, obviously, I have some connections, but to be honest with you, I'm not, involved in the planning of it as much as you would think. I mean, Jay and Shane are they're phenomenal at what they do. And, Jay is an amazing salesman, and he could sell. I can't think of one of those
Easy.
analogies.
Easy.
Yeah, and some of them always get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Refrigerator to an Eskimo.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, now Greg's offended the Eskimos.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
Well, they don't need a refrigerator.
This is what's
They
going to
really
happen
don't.
on stage with Phil.
Plus,
You
I just woke up. There's no way I can think of a funny analogy.
good salesman is enough. And of course, we knew that when we saw y'all's wedding picture.
Better salesman you thought he was.
Oh my God.
Sarah, y'all not moving too far, are you? Jay's still going to be my insurance guy.
Yes, he is.
I can't take another change.
Please.
I'm very sensitive about my insurance. Man.
Good. to Jay Barker's Allstate Insurance Agency and buy, because this house is costing us quite a bit more.
Right, well, that's the reason why you need to hustle back out there on that tour.
Get to write them songs at the new house.
We're living in the same area. We're staying in Mountain Brook.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
all right, we're good. All right, well, Sarah, look, the guys, we're going to, don't worry about this Phil Robertson thing. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, Speedy and Greg will handle it.
Okay.
They got it.
It'll be fine. And
Yeah.
He's been on hold this whole time, so I'll click over and tell him.
Thanks, Sarah. Sarah Evans joining us, and Rock the South is this weekend. Go to rockthesouth.com. You see the lineup, all the information you need to plan your weekend to go there. A great lineup, including Phil Robertson right after Sarah Evans being interviewed by our very own Greg and Speedy right there on the stage. Sarah, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, you too. We'll be right back. 17 minutes past. More Rick and Bubba right after this.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.